Hi Philippe, could you give a squad update from last night? I wonder if there's Kemal Roof, Borna Barisic, what's their availability?
Kimar will not be available for the weekend for sure. So probably we need to rebuild. The next weeks we need to take a really good look at that because he's been struggling already for a long time with the same things. So it's important to find also what's the reason for that and not always to find a solution to get him fit for the next game and then struggling afterwards again and going game by game, but really go to the cause of the problem. And Borna, we will see if he can train tomorrow or not. So that's still a question mark.
Can you tell us what the situation is with Kemal? Do you expect him to be out for a long term, given that what you've said? Sorry.
I can do a lot of things, but I'm not a doctor. I didn't study that long. I studied a few years, but not like the doctors need to do. So no, I cannot say anything about that. We first need to make a really good assessment how to bring Kimar back in a way that he can be a long time back and not short time, because that's been the case last couple of months to get him fit for games, but in between struggling, so we need to get him really fit.
Morning, Philippe. Can I ask how far away is Danilo from being able to play 90 minutes, having come off the bench in the last couple of games?
That's also an interesting question. Of course, not now. He's been quite a while out. He didn't play so many 90 minutes last couple of months, or even the last year. So yeah, he looked bright in the short period that he played. It's about making him stronger, that he can reach that level during 90 minutes long. So yeah, it's a work of several weeks, I think, to bring him to that level. But we have a lot of cases like that, so we look at it individual, case by case, how they recover after games. So it's interesting with Danilo to see after this, it looks good. And like this, making together with the performance staff, with the medical staff, a really good plan for every individual player to get them to their best level.
Where are Tom Lawrence and Ravi Matondo in terms of their recoveries?
They're still in Glasgow. No, they are not yet ready to train with the squad.
Hi, Philippe. I just wonder what you made of the fact that Graeme Souness has said he's close to taking on a consultancy role at the club. You obviously met him during the recruitment process for yourself. Does it concern you at all? He's a former manager, very popular figure, very big personality, or are you quite comfortable with it?
There's nothing that concerns me. We had a good talk in the interview. It was interesting also for me to get more info about the club and to make a good decision. So it's somebody who's passionate for the club. And the other things, it's between him and the board to decide what or how. So we will see. No, we had a good talk, and we're both passionate people about football. We're both passionate about this club, so that's never a problem.
He was complimentary of you, but he also said he probably would have chosen Frank Lampard over you. Does that worry you, or are you surprised by that?
It's good. So that's a good lesson for me now that I read everything that he said, because the things you say, you put it in a different perspective. So I'm not going into those talks or rumors or all this noise about things, because I'm here to do a sportive job. I'm here to build a team, to make a team stronger, and I'm not here to talk about rumors or things that are spread, half spread, because that was not the real story, what he said. So I'm busy with the team and all those things. That's important.
Philippe, can I ask what your assessment has been of the quality of the squad, given the amount of time you've had with them, both in training and in the couple of games you've had so far?
About the quality that we can grow, that we need to grow with the objectives we have. And like I said 1 week ago, so that's really short term. we need to work hard on that, and the next weeks, months, we will make a good assessment to see what we need to do or not need to do in January, which positions we need to look for to make the squad better or not. It's open period for the players now, like a white page, that they can get chances, that they can show themselves, and I'm looking at it that way also. So interesting to see. With the problems we had this week, with no left fullbacks, 3 players out who can play that position, that you need to find other solutions, and that player stepped in and showed that that way they can do it also. That makes the squad stronger and better, and that's what I expect for the next couple of weeks and months to grow. I'm not working towards a starting 11 that's always the same. I want a bigger squad. If you want to compete in 4 competitions, you need a squad where much more players are available, and where much more players are ready to reach that quality that you need every game, every 3 days. So really interesting period next weeks and months. It's much too early to make decisions around that.
Given how hectic it's been in the number of games you have, is there a sense that you're firefighting a little, and that Rangers fans maybe need to accept performances will go up and down over the course of the next few weeks?
I don't know. It's going to be a bumpy ride. That's normal in these circumstances. But we're going to take that ride the best as possible, and I hope we go straight over the bumps. That's my hope. We're going to work hard with the players around that, about their fitness, about their recovery, about their lifestyle, about what we need to do tactically, how we can do things. This morning also, of course, everybody's tired after a game like that, but this morning we had a video meeting also about the things that were good, the things we had to improve after the game yesterday, and like this, it's building a story together. The football I want to see is a football with a lot of movement, but a lot of movement together. It's not something you can create in 1-2 weeks. Nobody can do that. Not one player can understand that also, how to move together with 2-3 other players or 4 other players at the same time in 2-3 weeks. If you need to change systems, it's even more difficult. So we need time, we need hard work, we need concentration, focus of the players, and they go full in the next weeks and months to make this story really strong. And I'm convinced of that with these players and with the right decisions, we can make a really good season with this team.
What's your expectation for Hearts ahead of this weekend, Philippe?
Yeah, that they want to come back after losing a game. They're now close to the top positions there. It's a short recovery after the game, so our focus is now on that and doing the right things in this game against Hearts. They have a few interesting players. Their striker played in Belgium. I know him from before also. He played in my old team where I started playing football, and he's doing really well. So it's going to be a game that we want to be dominant, that they're going to play transition game, that they're going to count on set pieces. So we need to be on top of our game with and without the ball.
And just finally, is there an injury update on the likes of Cifuentes and Tom Lawrence and Dijon Sterling?
Yeah, that Cifuentes normally will train the first time tomorrow, normally. So don't shoot me if it's not the case. But that's the idea for the moment, and the other 2 are not yet available for the weekend to train with the team.